the draft is
Yes,
Friday.
it is. So,
Tomorrow.
yeah. So before we actually get into our mock draft, we'll kind of talk on the actual WWE draft. So, starting tomorrow night on SmackDown and concluding next Monday on Raw is a 2-night event of sorts where they're gonna do the WWE draft during SmackDown and then Raw. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch us over to the scene where I have stuff set up. Here we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna let me actually pull up the rules on here real quick, so that way we can break this down a little bit more. Because I have it up on the screen. On my preview, it's a little bit harder to see. So I'm just gonna read off the. So this is the report from Fox Sports on how they're gonna do the rules for the draft this year. Over 60 male superstars, female superstars, and tag teams have been placed into the draft. More than 20.
We have
basically, yeah. I'll explain in a minute here. Yeah, no, but we basically have that many.
I'm sorry.
More than 20 superstars are eligible to be drafted on Friday night, and more than 30 are eligible to be drafted on Monday night. Due to the length of each show, now, because remember, SmackDown's a 2-hour show, Raw's a 3-hour one. For every 2 picks that SmackDown selects, Raw will get 3 picks. Tag teams will count as 1 pick unless Fox or USA Network, in conjunction with WWE officials, wants to pick one superstar from the team. Now we'll probably touch on this in our own.
I.e. Vince wants to break up teams.
Because remember, Vince almost always hates tag teams. Unless they make him a lot of money. But anyways, any undrafted superstars will immediately be declared free agents and able to sign with the brand of their choosing. To which I say, I hope whoever's still a free agent signs with Twitch. Take that in Vince. Okay, so we have our Friday night superstar pool and our Monday night superstar pool. And again, this is this is also the length of the pools here are because of the fact that it's a 2-hour show Friday and a 3 on Monday. So there's a lot more to choose from. So we have the likes of Asuka, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Diana. Oh geez. Dana Brooke, Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza, Drew Gulak. Heavy Machinery is listed as a tag team, despite the fact that I think Tucker is injured.
But
they are listed as a tag team because
we have not seen him since that. Last time I saw him was that that Hell in the Cell tag team match.
I think
he
so,
got hurt there.
He's basically been in the background of the whole storyline with Otis and Mandy Rose, and him trying to prove that he's worthy of being Money in the Bank. But anyways, we have the Hurt Business. All 4 members are listed as one unit here. So Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, and MVP. So again, unless they feel that they need to break up that team for any reason, they will most likely just be a single unit. We have Mickie James. We have Lucha House Party. That's all 3 of them now. Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lince Dorado. Again. Regardless of whatever issues they have with each other, they are still listed as a group.
I think that's on postpone. Yeah, I think they postponed that right now. So.
Although remember, because they could at any time break it up that at random here, I could almost see them doing that just to.
I hate to do that. No, I know I can see them doing it, and I think it would be stupid. If you're imploding, might as well go with the imploding. I mean, that's been
that's true. We've seen the draft split teams before. Like let's not forget the very first draft was the reason we got Reverend Devon and we got JBL.
We had Reverend Devon and
because they broke up
Bubba Ray.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the breakup to the Dudleys gave us Bubba Ray, who eventually became Bully Ray, but that wasn't even WWE. Let's not
Yeah,
forget that.
yeah,
But
but
but they
the
gave us Reverend
Devon.
Devon, and the breakup
Deacon
of
Batista.
APA, and the breakup of
Yeah,
the APA
JBL.
gave us
Yeah, became
JBL,
JBL,
and Ron Simmons kind
and
of
Ron
just
Simmons
doing,
vanished. Damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, we have Drew McIntyre,
Right?
The Miz, and John Morrison. Again, they're
Yeah,
listed as a tag
tag team.
team. They're most likely gonna stick as a tag team. Murphy is
Mm-hmm.
listed on here. Ray and okay, here's
Ray
a
and
big one.
Dominic
Ray
has a
and
tag.
Dominic are listed as a tag team. That's
Yeah.
probably worth noting here. They're
Well, because I think they're still. I know Ray's hurt, but I think if Dominic is still working the main roster, Ray's gonna. They want Ray to be with
they're gonna want a tag team out of that more than anything. I'm sure.
either a tag team or
Um,
at least Ray in his corner as like a manager.
yeah. So we also have Naomi, the New
Oh,
Day,
New
at
Day,
being Big E,
all
Kofi
listed as
Kingston,
one.
and Xavier Woods. And again, unlike any of these other groups that are in here,
The split.
I really don't think they're gonna split up the New Day.
No.
They're not. Like, unless this was the weird big, unless this is the weird way that they push Big E as a singles
Again,
superstar.
uh,
The only
didn't
way
he
they
get
could,
hurt? Was he hurt right now? I think he's
Kofi
hurt.
has been hurt.
Kofi's
Xavier's still hurt.
hurt,
That's
and
why they
then
were starting this whole thing with Big E
didn't he
pursuing
get hurt
singles.
though, or they pushed him to the background to do the Jey
I
Uso?
think they pushed him in the background to do the Jey Uso thing.
Okay,
So then you have Roman Reigns, who, let's not forget, is the
I
current
don't think
Universal Champion.
I don't think they'll switch that. Maybe the two people I think that are the safest out of this group. Oh, we'll get to that. Okay,
Oh,
we'll get to
yeah,
that.
actually, before I go forward, Drew McIntyre obviously is the current WWE
Yeah,
champion. Roman Reigns is the current Universal champion.
I think
The question there is, are they really gonna change the color of the Universal title? Probably not.
no.
Let's not
Again,
fool
I don't
ourselves.
see this. I don't. There, those are the pool and everything. Those are probably the only two I don't see changing.
Yeah. So we also have Ricochet,
Sure.
Seth Rollins, or as my dude Little Curb would say, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, yeah.
uh,
Well, it is technically Rollins, not Rollins, though. It's
no,
just
it's
spelled R
Rollins.
O
Yeah,
L
yeah, yeah.
L I N S. That's Rollins.
Anyways,
If you want to be technical.
Mandy Rose,
Mm-hmm.
Shayna Baszler, and Nia Jax are listed here as a tag team.
Uh-huh. Shorty G.
Shorty G, who I
Poor
would rather
Chad.
just, who
Poor
I'm
Chad.
just gonna
Oh,
refer to as
man.
Chad Gable because screw WWE attempting
God,
to push
what?
the Shorty G thing.
Poor Chad Jable, man. And God damn, he's Shorty G. What? Just call him Chad. Chad Gable.
Anyways, AJ Styles and Jey Uso. So that's Friday night's
Friday night.
pool.
Like I said, out of that, like I said, the two people I see that are not moving is Drew and Roman Reigns. It's too.
Yeah. So do you want me to read down all of Mondays, or do you just
Yeah,
want to start with
Monday.
Fridays first? Okay.
Let's do Friday first.
Okay. Let's. So here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna kind of go by the rules of the draft here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on kind of a fantasy draft.
If we're gonna do,
So we're gonna stick with.
We should read Monday then. We probably should read Monday then.
Okay. Then you're right. We'll do them all at once. Let me go ahead and read down Mondays real quick. And I want to thank those of you that are coming in. I noticed that we have a small bump up in viewers. Just as a fair warning, it's gonna be a little bit of me reading down the list, but we'll get through it together. It'll be fun. Okay, so on Monday we have Andrade, Bailey, Aleister Black, Alexa Bliss, Daniel Bryan, Carmella, King Corbin, Apollo Crews, Nikki Cross, Dabakato.
Dabakato. Yeah.
That is
That's the Baba.
That's Baba Tooney's. That's his name for Raw Underground. Okay. So he's basically on the roster now, isn't he?
Yeah, essentially, because Raw Underground has vanished. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Raw Underground's basically dead at this point. I think.
He's dead. Yeah. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode as a tag team.
team. Rudolph, I think that's what they call
Rudolph.
themselves.
Rudolph.
Rudolph, the Red Nose Tag Team, had a
Oh
very
God. Okay.
shiny chance of never winning the tag titles.
Should have been
Um,
Ziggler
they should have been singles competitors, but
or
no.
Rude Zig or Rude Zig. They could have been tag team name as Rude Zig.
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Elias,
Elias.
it's time. It's
Hey,
time to.
Elias is
It's
he's
time.
been hurt.
It's time to draft with Elias.
Yes.
Eric of the Viking Raiders, because I do.
Yes. Ivar is hurt.
Ivar is
He
still
broke.
hurt. Now that's kind of a scary situation, because remember, we were just saying it's very unlikely that they're going to break up certain tag teams. But because Eric's the only one eligible for this draft, he could very well
Beyond.
be.
Well,
Well,
I think the way that I think Ivar, I think the wrist thing is really bad.
yeah, so they probably don't have a timetable for his return yet.
Yeah, I think he's probably out. I would say at least 6 months to a year.
It's also it's also possible that he might. It's also possible that Eric, in actuality, won't even be drafted. He might end up being a free agent until.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? And then isn't Ivar? Isn't he probably had a chance to do his honeymoon? I think. Yeah, I think he never had a chance for a honeymoon.
Eric is the one. Eric is the one who's married.
No, Eric's married to Sarah.
Eric's married to Sarah Logan. Ivar.
Yeah, that was him.
No, because there's a little bit of a running gag about Ivar being kind of a ladies' man, and the reason for that is because Eric's the one who's married.
Oh yeah, Ivar was the one. Yeah, Ivar was the one.
Yeah, Ivar's the ladies' man of the group now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's their a little inside joke. I remember that.
Yep.
One. Okay, yeah.
Right? So we also got Lacey Evans, Charlotte Flair.
Oh, Charlotte. Oh, she's still around. I mean, she's probably still another 6 months. We won't see Charlotte until probably Royal Rumble.
Probably. Jeff Hardy.
Jeff.
Billy Kay. And I want to take a second because Peyton Royce is separate on this list. So I just want to take a moment to. Well, I want to once again mourn the fact that we aren't gonna see the Iconics together again for a while, if at all. Yeah. Anyways, we also have Lana. I'd like to point out that some of the more random ladies tag teams that they started, none of those got put as tag teams on this. You notice that?
Yeah. Lana and Natalya are separate.
They're separate, and so we're like Mandy Rose and whoever she was gonna be.
And Dana Brooke. Was it Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke?
Yeah, Dana Brooke
They were basically doing. I saw them basically posing like Mandy's posing like she's Shawn Michaels, and Dana was posing like she's Diesel.
Yeah,
they did that pose.
So all those random tag teams, they're separate on here, but the actual tag teams, they're still together. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, Keith Lee, Riddick Moss.
Mm-hmm.
I have to.
Raw Underground.
Yeah,
Raw Underground.
I had to remind myself because I keep thinking of Moss from NXT when he was tagged up with Tino Sabatelli. But anyways, Natalya.
Sabatelli got hurt. Sabatelli's still hurt too. I think he shattered his ACL.
I think so.
He's been gone. He's been gone for a year.
Natalya, Titus O'Neil.
Titus is still there. Good God.
Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, R-Truth, who is probably going to celebrate being drafted to main event.
Main event, yes. You know he's doing that. I can see him coming out and go, I'm going to main event. Like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or at the very least, he'll brag about being drafted to NXT and be like, no, that's not how this works. Oh, or one more better one. 205 Live. Like the brand 205 Live, just because he's the 24/7, 34/7, 7-Eleven, whatever champion. Yeah.
European TV European champion.
So. Yeah. Anyways, so we got R-Truth in there. We got Retribution again listed as a. And it's so funny to see. Let me read. Let me read these names off. Mustafa Ali is, again, recently joined. He's got his first name back. He's got his full name here. And then you have T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, Reckoning, and Retaliation. And I swear to you, I don't remember who I heard this from. It might have been our friends from the MFX podcast that pointed this out. Because Reckoning and Retaliation are basically two other names for Retribution. So they gave the three guys the really random names. One of
They
which
gave
is
them the random
the
code
random,
names for guys in the who
and,
would be in the Fallout, who
and
would be
then
in the post-apocalyptic,
the
and then the other two.
ladies. They just gave them. Let's give you the synonyms for Retribution.
Yeah,
There, we're done here.
we're
Um,
done.
so we also got Matt Riddle.
Hmm.
We got the Riot Squad of Ruby
Who are
Riot and
together?
Liv Morgan. And once again, it's nice to have them confirm that that's the name of the team. Because I know Chris
Yeah.
was confused about what the name of the team was.
Oh, it's always been the Riot Side. It's just minus Sarah
Well,
Logan.
I think they referred to them. I think somebody referred to them as the Living Riot, and Chris picked up on
Probably
that.
Peter. It's probably what's his name? Cole.
Probably.
More than.
Good golly. Peyton Royce is on here. So again, Iconics are dead, unfortunately, as a tag team. Arturo Ruiz.
I,
I
don't know
don't
who
know who
that
that
is.
is.
I think he's a Raw Underground guy too or something. I don't
Probably.
remember.
I don't freaking
I
know
don't
anymore.
remember him. I don't remember him.
I have no
He might.
idea anymore.
I think it was. I think it was named something else in NXT. But I don't think he was a Arturo Ross.
But we also got Sheamus. We have Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, who are
He never made it
the
for them.
SmackDown Tag Champions. So of course they're going to be together as a tag team. We have the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Again, current tag. Oh, actually,
Raw tag.
yeah, they're the Raw Tag Team Champions. And I just realized something. I want to pump the brakes for a second here.
Mhm.
Did you notice that there's a tag team that was recently teaming up that got split up already? Angel Garza and Andrade are on separate superstar pools.
Yep.
They're not
Yep.
even on the same night of the draft.
I understand that. Yeah. So they essentially just went with.
But then again, Angel
I
was
think
also
Garza hurt. He got hurt.
hurt, so we don't even know what his status is. So
Yeah. So that's why.
it looks like we've already. I feel like they've already determined.
Yeah.
Where.
Well, I think, like you said, they were going to go with. They were going to go with the plan of making them champions. Then he got hurt, and they said, "Hell with it, just split them up." Like that.
Yeah. So it may be. So it might be that they have to split them up just so that way Andrade can have something to do while Garza heals up, which is fine.
Yeah.
I wish Garza all the best of luck in healing up, speedy and safe recovery. You know.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman, Tamina, who I am once again surprised to see is still employed by the WWE.
She is a snooker. I think she has a job for life.
Yeah. I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
No.
Akira Tozawa.
No. When it comes to it, her.
Oh no. The name is legendary. Even
I think
some of the legacy is tarnished. But
her father. But
I know what you
Vince
mean.
has a soft spot for snooker.
No,
so I think he's.
No, I hear you.
Plus, she's part of the Samoan family. I think she's got a pretty much. If she literally doesn't mess up, I think it's just her choice to leave or stay. I think probably she's like, I want to go.
So yeah, we have Akira Tozawa, King of the Ninjas.
King of the Ninjas.
We have.
He survived the shark attack. Okay, I'll give him that.
We have Zelina Vega. We have Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss are on the same list. So they're going to go.
Yeah, very likely going to go to the same brand. Remember, these are just a list of who is going to be eligible to be drafted on each night. That's all this is.
They're on the same list, though. So
yeah, they're on the same list. So they're going to be there. So there's a good chance they'll end up going to the same brand. We know that they're both going to get drafted the same night. That's the main thing we know.
That's the main thing, yeah.
And then rounding out the list is Sami Zayn.
Last but not least.
Yeah. So here's how we're gonna do this fantasy draft. Actually, let's discuss this a little bit here, because I was gonna have each of us just take a brand and just go. Whoever gets Raw gets 3 picks. Whoever gets SmackDown gets 2, and we'll just kind of go from there, and we'll take turns.
Yeah.
So
we'll do that.
Which brand do you want?
I'll
let you pick which brand you want.
I'll do SmackDown.
Okay, cool. So you get SmackDown, I get Raw. That means you get 2 picks. So we'll do this. Like I said, we'll go back and forth, And we're just gonna go straight down here. We're not gonna do
Yeah.
like anything too
Let's
weird
do.
or anything.
Yeah. Let's do. We'll
Um,
start Friday night. We'll start Friday night.
yeah, well, we'll start with the Friday night pool. Let me pull up my sheet.
Uh huh.
Let me pull up everything. Actually, yeah, let me pull up the scene because I have this set up so that we can actually see the list as we go.
Okay.
So, yeah, so here we go. We're gonna have some
Okay.
fun here in this interesting thing that we're doing. So we're gonna pop that off. We're gonna pop this on. Look at us go.
All right. Go.
Look at us.
Let's see.
Who would have thought? Not me.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, man. Look at that. We're organized. We're
we are
professional here.
organized.
Yay.
So now we're gonna Actually no. I was gonna flip a coin, but I just realized we're gonna go Monday
Yeah.
night, and then we're gonna
Monday
go.
night first, because Monday night goes first before SmackDown. So you go first. I'll go second.
Well, no, because
Or
we're going
I'll
down.
go
Yeah, you'll
first.
go
Actually, I'll go
first.
first.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna play this a little bit by how they would have. We're basically gonna do this in order of like we're gonna go through Friday night's pool first. So you pick from
Yeah.
them, and then we'll do Mondays after we're done with Fridays. And we're just
Okay.
gonna otherwise we're just gonna go straight down because we're already taking up a good amount of time. We don't
No, we're
and
fine. Well,
we don't have matches to put on in between these
no.
picks.
Yeah.
So
So we can do this. Let's go straight to it. So
yeah, so let's just go
I'll go
straight to it, and
first.
I'll let you go first. And like I said, so we'll start with the Friday picks. And
Okay.
go ahead.
So
So
I
you
say
get, like I
I
said, you'll
will
get two
start
picks
with.
to start.
I'll start with. If I'm going to do it, I think Asuka was probably going to go. I think. Wait, she's the Raw Women's Champion.
She is, but she's remember these are just the pools of people
Yeah.
that are getting
Okay.
drafted.
Okay.
It could go to
I.
either brand on the real one, but yeah.
Okay.
So don't
I
worry about
mean,
that for a moment. We'll worry about that when we
I
get to it.
mean, if I would say, Oscar would be a banger. You want to get Oscar on SmackDown, because if you're gonna tune into SmackDown, you want to tune in and see her. So
Okay.
I would say Oscar. We flip Oscar over there,
Okay.
and then I would say out of that also, he's already there. I would also go with probably Seth Rollins. No, yeah, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
Okay. Good old Seth Rollins. Okay, so
Seth
there's your
Rollins.
two
Yeah.
first picks.
There's my two.
Now the beautiful thing about you know what? Let me just drop that. We don't need that column. Okay. So the beautiful thing about this being a fantasy draft is that regardless of like even though we're sure that the two top champions of each brand are gonna
Yeah,
stay on their brands,
I'm just.
we're fantasy booking. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we're
do
fast.
with my first
Yeah.
two picks? I'm gonna go ahead and switch Roman
Delete.
Reigns over to Raw
Okay.
because
So you.
the thought of them having to backtrack and give him a red Universal Championship is hilarious to me. And then I'm gonna go with your logic here, and my next pick is actually gonna be a woman as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do Mandy Rose.
Okay, and then you got one more.
And for my final pick, I'm going to pick the Lucha House Party
Okay. All right,
because screw the
and
cruiserweight
now,
division.
yeah, now that you seem to have taken my champion, I will take your champion back. I'll take Drew. So now, well, yeah, we're fantasy booking. If I'm fantasy booking,
Exactly.
I have my
Oh
title
yeah,
back,
no,
so I have to
100%.
grab.
Good.
So I grab Drew
Okay.
McIntyre, and then as now that I have that, I will also take you take Lucha House Party, and then I'll probably take the Hurt Business.
Very nice. Very nice. We are definitely going almost the opposite of how they probably would actually do the
Yeah,
draft because there's no way in hell they're gonna put the Hurt Business on SmackDown, especially
yeah,
if they ever bring Raw Underground back,
yeah.
which that's up in the air now. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? Okay, so that's your two picks. Let me adjust.
You have three more.
Let me adjust things a little bit so it doesn't look quite as weird. I have this kind of on auto fit. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so for my next three picks, I'm gonna go with. Mm, uh, we're gonna keep Rey and Dominic Mysterio on Raw. That's the first thing we're
Okay.
gonna do here.
Okay.
And next we're gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab the EST of NXT, and put her on RAW. That doesn't make any sense,
I know.
but it is what it is.
It
We're
is what
gonna
it
go with
is.
Bianca Belair, and then finally we are gonna go ahead and um we're gonna have a little bit of fun here, and we're going to put. Oh, actually, there we go. Because I'm not gonna do what I'm afraid they might do in the real draft, and we're gonna put Heavy Machinery on Raw. So that way we keep
Okay.
Otis and Mandy Rose on the same brand.
There you go. That's a good one. Yes, sir. All right. So you're taking heavy machinery. Probably will take. Okay, we'll keep New Day
All right.
because with New Day we could probably have someone to feud with Hurt Business, and I will take probably Ricochet. I'll grab Ricochet because then you can run Hurt. I can run it with Hurt Business also with the New Day. Hey, Ricochet joins the New Day.
Okay. So Ricochet.
That's actually would work. You could have him if you wanted to, but no, yeah, Ricochet.
Cool, cool. Plus, that allows you. I think you mentioned it. Allows you to keep teasing this thing with Ricochet and the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
In the meantime, but otherwise, yeah, I think that's a pretty good shout actually. Okay, so with that, we're gonna go with we're actually gonna continue this fun little. Actually, no. I got it now. We're gonna go with another A-level talent here. We're gonna go with AJ Styles.
All right.
Hang on 1 second. Andrew, just wait a minute, okay? Hang on. Sorry. Okay.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I've got something going on at home, so I need to find some
Having
stuff real
technical
quick.
difficulties. It's
Just a
all right.
little bit.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Hang on 1 second.
All right. No, we're good.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So we did
We'll edit
AJ
it out
says.
post.
Okay. No, we're good now. Okay. And I'm actually gonna continue that storyline with Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, so that's gonna be my
There you
second
go.
pick. And then I'm gonna continue rebuilding the Raw Women's division, and I'm going to completely throw a potential monkey wrench into things, and I'm gonna pick. Actually, no. You know what? We're gonna go with something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they want to continue building Baszler and Jax as a team, so Let's keep them on Raw because
All right.
I can always break up the tag team and have them
Yeah.
fight each other on Raw, and that still keeps a nice thing on there. So that's my three.
All right. So with that, let me see here. So that leaves. Uh, all right. All right. I'll keep Miz and Morrison and everything.
Okay,
Because I'm
Miz
going
and
to be a tag
Morrison.
team to take on the Hurt Business and everything like that. Because you already took Heavy Machinery from. So Miz and Morrison, I think, and then see who else is left there. Well, okay, Mickey James. I'll probably grab Mickey also because I need someone to roll with Oscar. So, and they can once she gets back, you can keep that feud going. So Mickey James.
Okay, let me take care of something here, and then I'll copy paste that over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Mickey James is your next
Yeah.
pick. There we go. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. Uh. Oh, okay. Sorry, okay. I just realized after a couple rounds we get even on the number of picks we've had. So
Yeah.
that'll come up on the next one.
You
Okay.
still have,
So
yeah, you still have three.
for my next three, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put Shorty G on here on Raw.
Okay.
But then again, I'm inclined to stop the Shorty G experiment and put him as Chad Gable again.
Chad Gable.
Try to give
Mm-hmm.
him a solid run at whichever mid card title
Good
it
God,
ends up
yes.
on our brand. Because I think both the United States and the
I hated he cut his hair too. I liked him with the long
yeah
hair too. I thought that worked.
yeah. Well, the haircut's fine. The Shorty G stuff is weird. Them really trying to emphasize, or no, they're de-emphasizing his wrestling ability. That's what bugs me.
that that's what bugs me too because he can work like nobody's business. He should be the next Kurt Angle. At least that. I know he's not tall, but he should be a shooter, man. He should just be going in and laying suplexes and just
Exactly.
stretching people. Perfect.
Exactly. Um.
Like doing like
Yeah.
Taz.
Actually, you know what? On that note, my next pick on that one is actually going to be Drew Gulak. That's how I
There you
can
go.
rebuild a more scientific, ground-based part of the division for the mid card. So Shorty G and Drew Gulak will help with that. Excuse me. And
All right.
uh, I'm gonna put Dana Brooke on there purely because I think she's quite talented and it'd be nice to keep her on Raw. So we'll go with Dana Brooke. So that's my three.
All right. All right. And so we have who we have left? We
2, 3,
have
4, 5.
Dana
Uh
Brooke.
huh.
We have Dana Brooke.
Well, no, we
We
have
have
Sasha.
Humberto.
No, from
No, Sasha
Sasha
Banks.
Banks, Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza, Murphy, and Naomi. So that's who we have left on.
Man, I do want to keep Sasha on SmackDown, so I take Sasha and I'll take Sasha and we'll take Murphy. Murphy and Rollins can still roll together.
Yep.
They can run them a tag team and everything
To
like
be
that.
honest,
So
that's why I didn't take him. I figured you'd
yeah,
want to keep that one.
yeah.
Okay. So then that leaves 3 left on Fridays. So by default, that means I get Humberto Carrillo.
Uh huh.
I get Angel Garza.
Uh huh.
And I get Naomi, which is actually great because last round,
Yeah, it works out.
last round I was actually gonna try to pick her up anyways. I went with Dana Brooke, but I'm
Yeah,
kind of glad that she was one of the last ones
yeah.
left. Um,
So, and I have a feeling that when they do actually do the draft, it's not going to be as as we because we picked everyone. So we,
oh
as
yeah,
you see, we cleared it out. I don't think it's going to go
no,
like
they made it. I
that.
think they made it clear that they're gonna the way that they've kind of set that up is that they're gonna end up
Most probably.
yeah, there's probably gonna be some people that are left over. Uh,
Yeah. All right, let's do
so we're
Monday,
just
man.
gonna go,
So,
but yeah, for our purposes, we're just gonna go through every name and put them on our brands. We're not gonna worry about
yeah,
who we would have as free agents because
yeah,
we're not playing that game. Hey,
yeah. We're not playing.
remember when this draft led to the fun storyline of Heath Slater not having a brand for like 2 or 3 weeks, which
Yeah,
he's
I got
which he's now kind of recycled a version of that as his Heath for Impact thing, which is
yeah.
fine. It's great. It's perfect because he is technically a free agent again. Unless he's already
There
signed
you
with
go.
them. But the point is, he's in a similar position as he was in the draft, except that this is a little more real than just him not being on a brand. So,
Uh-huh. That's
all
true.
right, so let's go with our Monday pool here.
Okay.
So, do you want me to read them all down again, or you got it?
No, we'll just go.
Okay,
We read it before.
good. Okay, so I already did 3 picks, so you once again get to start
Yeah, I
off.
get two.
Yeah, you get to start off with 2.
So I will. Let's see here. So with that one, okay, we'll keep Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt on. I'll
Okay.
keep those on. Yeah.
Lux and Bray Wyatt. Good picks. Good picks. All right. In that case, I get my 3, and I'm going to. Let me think. Similarly, I'm going to keep Retribution on Raw because they are Raw exclusive. I just realized they set that up where
Yeah.
they're supposedly Raw exclusive, and now they're expecting us to
Yeah.
believe that they might switch brands.
Yeah. They're not doing that.
Unless. No, well,
No.
cause
No.
see,
They.
them being on
But
SmackDown
yeah,
would actually be more in their favor because when they were on both brands, they had more going on SmackDown.
that's true.
But
But like I
for our
said,
fantasy,
I don't think that's
yeah, for our
happening.
fantasy draft, I'm keeping them on Raw. So that's
Okay.
Retribution done. I'm gonna go with um. I'm gonna go with the Raw Tag Team Champions to keep them on the same brand. So the Street
Hmm.
Profits. And yeah, that's me grabbing a bunch of names at once, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab I'm gonna grab one of the Iconics, and as a favor to a friend of mine, I'm gonna grab Billy Kay.
Okay. All right. And so with that, I'll take Andrade
Alrighty.
and Aleister Black. So then we can run this weird, because it looks like Aleister Black is kind of running this weird thing with Bray Wyatt also and everything. He's like front man, or he's working with him
Okay.
and everything like
I
that.
can
So I
dig
can
that.
bring them together like that, because that's what it looks like. Because with the KO thing, it looks like Aleister is kind of doing some dirty work for Bray.
Alright, I can dig that. I'm going to continue building up the scientific part of the mid card. I'm gonna bring Daniel Bryan in on Raw.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna bring R-Truth over and let him celebrate the fact that he's been branded onto 205 Live.
Mm-hmm. That's probably.
And I'm going to uh, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring Lacey Evans over. So those are my three.
All
I
right.
was trying to think of something clever and funny about it, but I got nothing. I'm gonna bring Lacey over.
All right. All right, so I'll take Apollo Cruz, because I can keep that thing going with him, Ricochet, and the Hurt Business, so we keep that going. And Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens, because he could do the braid, because I think they're doing the braid thing. I can keep that stuff going too with him and Aleister Black and everything. So I'll do those two.
Alrighty. So from there, I'm gonna pretend that they might be bringing back Raw Underground anytime soon, and I'm gonna bring back Dabaka, Dab, Dabakato, Dabakato the
Dabba-Kato.
avocado, uh,
Dabba-Kato.
Dabadi Dabadai. He's on Raw.
Yabba dabba doo.
And I'm also going to hmm, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna bring Sheamus over. And I'm going to bring Lana over. And
Okay.
once again, I'm starting to run out of clever, witty jokes. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So I'll keep Shinsuke and Cesaro, the tag team
Cool.
champions, and uh, well, I'll keep Sami Zayn also. I mean, he's the Intercontinental Champion. It's still, uh, I think that work and everything like that.
Uh,
Wait, no. I'll leave him for you.
okay.
That one I'll leave it for you.
Thank you. Because I just realized
No,
you technically
yeah,
already
that's
have the
what I
United
said.
States
I already
champion.
I got the United States champion. Yeah, I just thought about that too. I was like, that don't feel right. That wouldn't be right.
I appreciate you trying to hold on to some of the unspoken rules on
Yeah,
this. Like, let's try not to have every champion on one brand, i.e.
yeah. Ziggler and Rude. I'll do Ziggler and Rude. Then. No. Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Okay. That'll do
Keith
it.
Lee. Not Ziggler.
Good, good.
Yeah, Keith Lee. I'll bring him to SmackDown.
All
I
right.
think he'll thrive better on SmackDown.
All right. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Sami Zayn so we don't forget
Yeah.
what brand he's with. So yeah,
And there's
we're
another
once.
one too.
So yeah, we are once again swapping the mid card title like we swapped the top title.
And there's another person you should grab too. I was trying to hope you figured out.
Nah, it's all good. Let me think. Huh.
Female champion.
Oh, right. Well, okay, yeah. In that case, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because they can always figure something else out later. So I'm gonna grab
Well,
Bailey.
no, because you already have Sasha. So Bailey, Sasha, you keep it right there.
You have Sasha though. That's why I did.
I have Sasha.
You have Sasha. That's why I wasn't gonna grab Bailey.
No.
But you
Well,
already have the
Asuka.
you already have one of the women's champions. So
I have your women's
so we're gonna
champion
swap.
because
So basically, we're swapping all titles except for the tag titles in this draft.
yeah,
That's fine.
because you grab. That's
So
fine. I think that works.
yeah, the
That
Sasha Bailey
that might
thing.
go. What happened?
Because remember, we are now we are clearly trying to deviate a little bit from the actual storylines.
Because I don't, because my feeling again, when this draft happens, Bailey's staying on SmackDown.
Oh yeah.
I
There's very little chance of champions. I think the only.
And if Bailey does go, and then they do flip him, then Sasha is going to Raw. If Bailey goes to the Raw, Sasha's going
right.
to Raw.
The only title that I think would actually the only way that you're gonna actually see a real. I think in the real draft, the only titles that might swap brands are the mid card titles.
Yeah, the U.S. title or
because they don't have Raw and Smackdown in the names.
Yes, those are those are totally two different looking belts. I mean, the U.S. title can go to either one and be fine, and the Intercontinental Champion basically can go to either one and be fine.
Okay, so I did Sami Zayn and I did Bailey, so that leaves me with one more, and I sure as heck am not bringing King Corbin because I'm trying to stop that, whatever the hell that's supposed to be. It's time to draft Raw with Elias.
All right.
Okay, so that's my 3.
All right, I'll keep King Corbin, and he's you may not love him or hate him, but he's a damn good. He's good for being a heel. Yeah. And I'll keep Nikki Cross too.
Perfect.
Because Nikki and Alexa can have a little fun together.
All right. So, yeah. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to grab. I'm going to go ahead and. Because I think Dabakato, whatever his name is, needs a big guy to feud with him. So I'm going to grab Braun.
Yeah. Okay. Works.
And I'm gonna grab Akira Tozawa, King of the Sharks and King of the Ninjas.
King of the Ninjas.
King of the Ninjas, Survivor of Sharks.
Yes, the Survivor of Sharks. Yes, good guy. You know what? I love Akira Okada though. I do love the ninja thing. I don't know why that's grown on me. And everything. It's just suddenly, and he seems to pop up out of the most strange places. Last week was the garbage can. He just popped his head up. You're like, okay,
Yep. And then I'm gonna I'll be 100% that guy and grab Charlotte Flair.
There you go. It'll keep Andrade and Charlotte separate. No,
again, we get away with we get to get away with deviating from reality.
Yeah.
Because in reality, they're probably gonna They're probably gonna keep the couples close together.
Yeah.
Unless they do that specifically for an episode of Total Divas, which they literally did apparently, because they covered that on an episode of Total Divas apparently.
Pretty much.
The one time that they had people separated because of the draft. So anyway, so that's my 3.
Oh shit! I forgot. I mean, I definitely if I brought Drew over, I have to steal Randy Orton. Then I got to take Randy Orton.
Perfect.
and the other one would be. Uh, well, I mean, I got Asuka, Selena Vega.
Perfect. I have been waiting for you to grab Selena Vega. But you want to know why I've been waiting for you to grab Selena Vega? Because you have
Why? Why?
Andrade and Aleister Black.
There you go. That's true.
So there we go. Okay, so
Well, technically, I mean, she broke up with Johnny because she's going singles
right.
career,
So now she can focus
and
on going after
now she can
the
be with
women's
her.
title, but
Yeah.
she can be with her actual man.
Yes, Aleister Black.
So
Yes.
that way we don't have to deviate too much from
You gotta
reality.
give. Yeah, I give. Yeah, how the way Aleister Black pulled that man. That man deserves a gold medal. Good lord.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. So my three now are gonna be that I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna put a spanner in the works of reality here. I'm gonna grab Carmella, who I'm pretty sure
Okay.
was gonna be the. I think she's the mystery woman on SmackDown. All signs point to her, but in our reality, she's going on Raw.
Uh huh.
I'm also going to grab Eric of the Viking Raiders. Again, pretending that Raw Underground might still be a thing. And I gotta have somebody to feud with AJ Styles. Might as well be Jeff Hardy. So that's my three.
All right. So that leaves us.
So
See what
we
we got
have
here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 names left.
Okay. Shoot. Like I said, we're scraping here. Um. No, I mean we are. I mean, I'll take Peyton Royce because you already got Billy Kay, so we'll separate them.
Fully separate.
And I'll
That's how
keep
you
Matt.
do it.
And I'll keep Matt Riddle.
Perfect.
I like Matt.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. That's good. So this is an interesting split because that means by this logic, I think we're gonna have two names that do get left over. So I think we've pulled it
That's
off
fine.
where we have some free agents. So I guess
There you go. We actually do have the agents.
so
And probably in real life it'd be more than
yeah.
just two.
So I think what we could get away with if we really wanted to, we could let we could talk to Chris later, see if he wants to play the guy that pretends to sign the last names to a brand next week or whatever. So, anyways, but in the meantime, let me go ahead and pick out three names, and I'm gonna keep things worldwide, and I'm gonna bring Titus O'Neil over to Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to once again continue to avoid bringing a certain name over, so I'm gonna grab Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bring Natalia over.
All right.
That's my three.
Well,
And that
I
leaves
mean
you
that
four
leaves
names to pick two from.
uh,
Now, I'd like to point out, I don't mean to try to direct your
you have well
choice a little
you
bit. I want you to notice the names that are left and note that at least one of them I purposely left for you. And I'll see if you can
well
figure it out. I'll give you a hint.
you left
I'll give you a
Tamina.
hint. I purposely left you the one other woman's tag team that was still on this
Yeah,
duel.
I was gonna leave that for you, but I'll
Good.
take them.
Well, I just figured it seemed more balanced to have each brand have them in this situation.
At least yeah.
Gosh,
So I'll do that.
I mean, just think about that. Those are the only like the Riot Squad and the former.
Are only
Or I get well, no,
yeah, they're the only
they're. I'm sorry, I forgot.
established
Yeah,
women's,
they're.
but they can always makeshift them. I mean, that's what they seem to be doing anyways.
Yeah,
Now they're probably gonna makeshift
they'll
them
makeshift
anyway. So
whatever is left at this point.
yeah, legit. And then the other one, and you know what? I might as well grab Tamina also. Forget it.
And that's the name I was trying to avoid bringing onto mine. So
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
knew you were trying
So
to do
that leaves
so.
us.
So So that being our mock draft, quite frankly, it went smoother probably than what's going to happen on the other show. Probably faster too, because it's 2 hour, 3 hour show and there are wrestling matches in between. I don't think it's going to go that way. Like I said, my feeling is, and we already said it, the top tier champions, the world champions, they're not moving.
No.
They're not moving at all. They're not doing that. There are a few of them I think that aren't moving. I think Ray, honest with you, I think Rollins, Mysterio are staying in the same places because they still have that whole storyline going. So I don't think they're going to even mess with
Agreed.
that. And then the Roman Reigns thing, that's why I said Roman J. Uso are still doing their thing. I don't think they're going to, Uso's not going to probably be moving. The mid-card titles, yes, I can see them swapping the mid-card champions. So basically, I could, then again, or not, because right now it's Bobby Lashley. They might not do that. Shoot.
Right.
Because of if they want to move the Hurt Business to SmackDown, I think the Hurt Business would actually thrive more on SmackDown if they went there, because it would work.
Yeah.
But again, I don't see, honest with you, I don't see any major shakeups. I mean, there's like major name, maybe Owens or something like that, or I don't see Bray Wyatt leaving with Alexa Bliss. They just started their thing. I think they're gonna stay. Maybe the mid carders. If you're gonna do swapping, it's gonna be mostly mid carders. You think that? That's my thought. I think most is gonna be see a lot of the mid carders. Some of the ladies swap over, but the big main name stories, I don't think they're going at all. Just because they're so invested in those storylines at this moment.
Yeah.